And we are live for Game 2 of our doubleheader here between Catonsville and Westmoreland Community College. Just in time, too, as the first pitch has been thrown. Is ball one there. Leading off for Westmoreland here is Ronnie Howard. He faces off against Catonsville's pitcher for Game 2, Dan Delaney from Port St. Lucia out in the Caribbean. Lineups have a couple changes. We'll mention them when we get to them, as it is a 2-0 count here early. Game 1, a 13-2 victory for Catonsville, called early after 5 innings by way of mercy rule. Probably for the best. Catonsville looked like they were going to score another five runs when they got a chance. 3-0 count. And ball 4 will be a walk to start things off as Howard heads for first. For those of you just turning in, again, welcome to Game 2 of our doubleheader, as Ben Anderson is up next for Westmoreland. Ball 1. Game 1 was played in pretty frigid conditions. High winds and a brief snow shower. Game 2 has warmed up a bit. The sun is out. We do have some threatening clouds north of the stadium. Hopefully they stay away. Strike 1. 1-1 count for Anderson. Windy day here. There is strike 2. Delaney trying to pick off Howard at first. Contact made. Delaney quickly picks it up. And it's going to be a double play here. Yes, it is. A double play for Catonsville. It's hit right to Delaney. Dom Cook up next for Westmoreland. Like most of Westmoreland's batters struggled somewhat in Game 1 to even just get on base. Starting pitcher of that game, Max Cutts, was phenomenal. Foul ball there that takes a year off my life as it comes right up to my face. Hits the fence right in front of me. Gotta say, folks, you can commentate baseball games as long as you want. You'll never get used to that. Down the middle, that'll be strike 2. Down low in the dirt, that's going to be ball 1. Swung on, missed, and that will end the inning as we head to the bottom of the first, 0-0. Let's take a quick look at the batting order for Catonsville here in game number 2, as it was just delivered to us as the game is getting started. Let me fill it out real quick for everybody. Batting first will be Roman March. Batting second, Angelo Ramirez. Alex Elliott bats third. Batting fourth, Tony D'Angeli. Jordan Brock bats fifth. Caleb Bailey batting 6th, batting 7th, Josh Martinez, batting 8th, Christian Figueroa, and batting 9th, Orlando Perez Jr. Pitching for Westmoreland will be Jared Wagner. Roman March leads off and immediately goes for the bunt. Won't work there. It'll be strike one. March slaps that one into right field, and it'll be a base hit and a single. Catonsville right back where they started. Angelo Ramirez up next for Catonsville. Wagner trying to pick off March at first, won't go. Ball one. Once again, Wagner trying to pick off March at first. The good news is that bad weather to the north looks like it's staying north. No sign of it coming near here. For now, knock on wood. Ball two. Strike one. Two one count. March going to make a run for second, and he's going to get it. As ball three is thrown. Westmoreland has not had much luck picking off or preventing Catonsville runners from stealing bases in this game, especially in game one. Ramirez smacks that one into right field. That should bring home March. He's going to make a break for it. Got it. Catonsville on the board early, 1-0. Off an RBI single thanks to Angelo Ramirez. As Alex Elliott will be up next for the Cardinals. Strike one. Wagner trying to pick off Ramirez at first. Ramirez going to try and make it to second. Got it. 1-1 count for Elliott as Ramirez sits on second. Foul ball. Strike two. One-two count for Elliott. That's going to go foul. Remains a 1-2 count. Another foul ball by Elliott. Getting chippy with that bat. There's another foul ball. He's hit 3 straight into that same spot. One-two pitch. Ball 2. 2-2 count for Elliott. High pitch almost got Elliott's head. That'll be ball 3. Full count. Ball 4, and he will walk. Tony D'Angeli up next for Catonsville. Down the middle, Ramirez making a run for third, got it. And that will allow Elliott to take second. That was strike 1 for D'Angeli. That one knocked down the left field line, but it's foul. Excuse me, right field line. That one popped up. Looks like it's going to go foul, and it'll be caught out for the first out of the inning. And not to alarm anybody, but that bad weather to the north is starting to move a little bit closer. Again, knock on wood. Jordan Brock up next for Catonsville. And it took a swing at it. It had only been a half swing, but it was a swing nonetheless. That's strike 1. Brock had to duck on that one, as there's ball 1. It's going right for his head. Strike 2. Swing and a miss there, and Brock will head back to the bench, as Caleb Bailey will be up next for Catonsville. Swing and a miss there, strike one. That one knocked foul, and I believe must have landed somewhere, probably on our soccer field in the trajectory it was going. That'll be strike two. Was it popped down in front of me? No, it did not. Wide pitch. The wind might have gotten that one. Ball one. Ball two. Ball three, and it's a full count for Bailey. Wind really picking up now. Got some leaves. The leaf is dancing across the field. Here's the pitch. That one smacked foul. It lands somewhere near the porta potties. Another foul ball by Bailey, and another one that probably landed somewhere over on our soccer field. Remains a full count. Bailey knocks that one up to the second baseman, who has trouble handling it. He'll be safe. That'll drive in Ramirez, as Bailey manages to beat the first baseman to the line. Josh Martinez up next for Catonsville. Ball one. Strike one. Martinez smacks that one into right field, straddling the right field line. It's going to be foul. It is foul as it falls into the batting cages for strike two. Swing and a miss, and that'll end the inning as Martinez strikes out. It's 2-0 as we head to the top of the second. Leading off the top of the second for Westmoreland will be Cameron DePalma. And immediately pops one up. Perez calls for it. Hat falls off. Ball goes in glove. Out one. And that will bring up Jacob Pichtel. Catonsville not wasting any time getting that first out on the board. There's strike one for Pichtel. Strike two. Ball one. Ball two. 2-2 count for Pichtel. Pichtel slaps that one back in right field. It's going to straddle the line and lands in the batting cages. It remains a 2-2 count. Swing and a miss, and that will be out number two. Peyton Henry up next for Westmoreland. Ball one. Strike one. Little pop-up right underneath Delaney. And that will end the inning. 3 up, 3 down. We head to the bottom of the second. Christian Figueroa will lead off for Catonsville this inning. And unfortunately, it appears that I have jinxed us, ladies and gentlemen. That bad weather that I mentioned to the north, it is on top of us. As there's ball one. Hopefully it just passes by. Knock on wood. Ball 2, 2-0 count. Figueroa slaps that one. Right center field. Back at the wall. Off the wall. Figueroa is going to make a break for second. He'll get there. And it's a double to kick off the inning for Christian Figueroa. And this will bring up Orlando Perez Jr., the shortstop. Actually, no. With that, I don't know. Perez immediately slaps that one fair. Yes, it was fair. He'll be out at first. Figueroa will get to third. As Roman March is back up as we've hit the top of the order. March knocks that one foul. Be strike one. And the temperature has just dropped a ton here as it's become completely clouded over. The sky has at least. Oh, 1 count. March is going to call time as a huge gust of wind just blew right through. Probably for the best. Oh, 1 count. Ball 1. March makes contact with that one. Second baseman can't handle it. It slips through his glove, and March is gonna make a run for second. That didn't work. March got out at second, but that does bring Figueroa home, and it's 3-0 Catonsville. This will bring up Angelo Ramirez. Ramirez goes for the bunt, but knocks it foul for strike one. Ball 1. It'll be a 1-1 count for for Ramirez. Ramirez takes a swing at that one, and it actually bounced off the umpire's faceplate. That'll be strike 2. Ramirez smacks that one, pops it up into center field. That'll end the inning. Catonsville adds another run. It's 3-0 as we head to the third. Andy Person will lead off this inning for Westmoreland. Swing and a miss. Strike two. Ball one. 1-2 count for Person. Swing and a miss, and Person heads back to the bench. John Gennaro up next for Westmoreland. That one knocked foul and lands somewhere on the street behind us. Swing and a miss, strike two. Strike three, caught him looking. This will bring up Luke Gustafson with 2 outs. Swing and a miss, strike one. You kind of start to feel the frustration here from Westmoreland. They've kind of been harboring it since game 1. There's an attempt at a bunt. And it will be strike two. 0-2 count for Gustafson. Wide pitch, ball one. Ball two. A 2-2 count. There's ball three as that's down at the dirt, so it'll be a full count for Gustafson. Gustafson knocks that one back, right center field, marches there, 3 up, 3 down. We head to the bottom of the third as Catonsville is mowing them down. Alex Elliott will lead off this inning for the Cardinals. Don't look now, Cardinals fans, but the rain has begun here. Here comes the rain. As Elliott pops that one up. For strike one. Strike two. Elliott smacks that one up to the shortstop, who has trouble, can't handle it. It's going to be a single for Alex Elliott. As this brings up Tony D'Angeli. High pitch, ball one. Strike one for D'Angeli. Foul ball, that'll be strike two. Elliott making a break for second. Got it. It's a 2-2 count for D'Angeli. Strike three, and D'Angeli will head to the bench as Jordan Brock comes up next for Catonsville. High pitch, a little close to getting Brock in the midsection. That'll be ball one. The wind really picking up here. Brock knocks that one into right field. It leaves the park, but it's foul. That'll be strike one. Brock smacks that one deep right field. Right fielder can't get there in time. That should bring home Elliott. Brock goes for second. Elliott scores. An RBI double for Jordan Brock. Caleb Bailey up next for Catonsville. swung on. That one's knocked fair. The first baseman lost track of it. Bailey will round to second. Brock will score, and it's another RBI double. It's 5-0 now. And much like the last game, Catonsville got 1 run to score, and now they're on a roll. As Josh Martinez is up next for the Cardinals. Martinez smacks that one into left field. It'll be foul. That'll be strike 2 as the rain is picking up. It's really picking up. It's actually, we're getting hit by sleet. Sleet and snow. Again, just like game 1, we're getting hit by a wintry mix. It is 100% snowing right now, folks. It is, yeah, now the snow is, it's snowing. It's just pouring down here. It's an 0-2 count for Martinez as the snow is hitting us pretty hard. Martinez hit by the pitch, and he'll advance to first. And I think the catcher was hit too, and oh, catcher might be in some pain. So this is interesting, folks. We're going to try and play baseball in a mini snowstorm. One of the guys up here in our press box just brought up the Orioles did this a couple years ago, many years ago. There was a Cleveland and New York game, I think from 2001 in like March that they played in the snow. As Christian Figueroa is up next for Catonsville. It's just weird, folks. It's one of those things you just have to be at to see. We're watching a baseball game being played in the snow, and I kind of fear from our laptops up here that are kind of getting soaked. So that's strike 1. It's a 1-1 count as ball 2. Three-one count for Figueroa. Bit of a wild pitch. And then ball 4. The bases are loaded as Orlando Perez Jr. comes up next for Catonsville. Oh boy. So forgive us, folks, if our scoreboard on your screens isn't working, but it appears that the snow and water has gotten to my laptop. I'll do my best to keep you updated. It's an 0-1 count. Wild pitch that gets away. Here comes Bailey home. It makes it 6-0. As the wind, snow, rain, sleet, whatever you want to call it, mixture, wintry mix picks up once again. One count for Perez. Perez will smack that one foul. Two count. Wild pitch, that will allow Martinez. He got a bit of a late start. He's out. Kind of hesitated at first, unfortunately, so he will not be able to advance to home off that wild pitch. That'll be the second out. Two count for Perez. Another wild pitch. Perez is going to advance to first. Another Figueroa will score. So it's 7-0 as Perez advances to first off a wild pitch. As this brings up Roman March, the top of the order. Seven.
Okay.
One-oh count. Just bear with us, folks. Having a little bit of technical difficulties here as our equipment's kind of got a little soaked from the rain. We're doing our best. Again, our overlay function that controls the scoreboard on your screen's kind of been taken over by the water. We're doing our best to make sure that we can still bring this game to you. 2-0 count for Roman March. March knocks that one foul for strike one. Just want to say a big thank you to all the fans who are braving it out with us here. It is freezing cold. My hands have turned purple at this point. Kind of concerning. And it's raining, snowing, sleeting, whatever you want to call it. But these fans have stuck it out for this game. It looks like we're going to be settled into this one for a little bit, unless the mercy rule gets activated, which it might be, as it's already 7-0 here in the bottom of the third. Ball 3-1 count for Roman March. Another wild pitch. Ball 4 got away from the catcher. March advances to first. Perez advances to second. And this brings up Angelo Ramirez. There are clear skies in the distance. There are clear skies in the distance, we'll mention. So it looks like this rain's finally clearing up, but it is, it's been an eventful third inning. That's much as I can say. As we might have ourselves a pitching change here. The umpire's having a discussion with the pitcher. One of my guys up here in the press box with me just mentioned it might be because the ball is all soaked due to this weather. So after that brief timeout to address the wet ball situation, we're back. Right off the bat, ball one for Ramirez. Ball two. Ramirez will knock that one foul. It'll be strike one. Ball three. That'll be strike two as Ramirez tossed his bat aside. Looked like he was going to go to first. Umpire did take his time in calling that a strike. Full count for Ramirez. That's ball four, so Ramirez will advance to first. The bases are loaded once again as Alex Elliott is up next for Catonsville. Elliott immediately smacks that one pops it up right field. Right fielder dropped it. He dropped it. 2 runs are going to score. It's 9-0. I'm getting a correction. Did not drop it. He apparently either lost track, couldn't see it, dropped in front of him. Thanks. So it's 9-0 now. Elliott at first, Ramirez at third, and Tony D'Angeli up next for Catonsville, as the Cardinals have cycled through their entire lineup up to this point in this inning, much like they did on 2 occasions in Game 1. D'Angeli will slap that one foul for strike 1. Swing and a miss, strike 2 for D'Angeli. Ball 1. There's ball 2. Foul ball. It remains a 2-2 count. D'Angeli smacks that one into right field. Right fielder falls early trying to get it. 1 run is going to score. It's 10-0. Here comes Elliott home. D'Angeli makes it to second. Elliott scores, and it's 11-0. So just like Game 1, just like in Game 1, Catonsville's opened up an 11-0 score over Westmoreland. The Wolfpack are going to have a discussion here, I believe, with one of the umpires. We might have either a pitching change. So a team discussion going on at the mound. And it looks like we do have a pitching change. Number 5. First name. New pitcher's in. That is Savage. The new pitcher is Luke Savage, freshman. Number 5, he will take over at the mound here in the bottom of the 3rd. It's 11-0 Catonsville. And the good news is the rain finally has stopped. And there's clear skies on the horizon. Means we could be warming up here in a bit. So we just did get informed by one of our fans that our camera is a little bit blurry thanks to the weather. We're getting that fixed right now, as Jordan Brock is up next for Catonsville. As he faces off against the new pitcher, Savage. One-oh count. Brock knocks that one up, pops it up. 3 are going for it. There was a miscommunication. D'Angeli scores. It's 12-0. Nobody called it out on Westmoreland's side. It just plopped down in front of the right fielder. And it's a single for Jordan Brock. It's 12-0 now. Caleb Bailey up next for Catonsville. So we've made a full circle through the entire lineup, and looks like the Cardinals are content with trying to do it again. Just like that, Bailey smacks that one into right center field. It's a single for Caleb Bailey, and we've got 2 on, as Josh Martinez is up next for Catonsville. Probably the craziest thing about this entire inning has been that Catonsville's had 2 outs for the majority of this inning, and have somehow managed to just pour it on no matter what. They got to 2 outs and they started scoring like crazy. And the sun is finally making a reappearance here, and it feels amazing. Martinez smacks that one deep right center field, back towards the wall. The right fielder does catch it this time. Leaping catch. That'll end the inning mercifully, but the damage has been done. It's 12-0. And folks, we are at the moment attempting to clear off the camera. Bear with us.
Can you check the direction of it? Do you know how to do that? I'm afraid I might have moved it. Yeah, I'm afraid I might have moved it. I know I moved it. I don't know if I moved it back.
All right, so my mouse pad is not working because of the rain. We're trying.
Here's a something might help you.
We're good. Ronnie Howard up first for Westmoreland here in the top of the 4th. And he immediately makes contact, but knocks that one foul as it lands over near Catonsville's bullpen. Strike 1. Ball one. There's ball two. Should mention at this point that Delaney is pitching a no-hitter. And I'm afraid I may have just jinxed it. Maybe. Deep center field. Back. Ramirez is there. Probably should be careful. Don't apply the commentator's curse there. The second I mention he's having a no-hitter, Howard gets a deep shot into center field. Ben Anderson up next for Westmoreland. Swing and a miss. That one popped up back towards center field. Ramirez is going to make it 2 for 2. Yes, he will. 2 up, 2 down, courtesy of Angelo Ramirez over in center field. Dom Cook up next for Westmoreland. Ball one. That one popped up. Perez calls for it, got it. 3 up, 3 down, 3 flyouts in a row. And we head to the bottom of the 4th. Catonsville ready to extend their lead.
Yesterday that I think Phil's going to designate himself a heater in the dugout. Like how he talks about it, after all these years, he wants to get a sign for his parking spot. Can you imagine now? I mean, can you imagine being 174 years old and being just leave it there. You look at it in comparison to all the stuff. Yeah, I'm confident.
Christian Figueroa will lead off this inning for Catonsville. The Cardinals up 12-0. They've out-hit Westmoreland 10-0. See if we can get those numbers up, boys. Strike one. That'll be ball one for Christian. Ball 2. Foul ball, that'll be strike 2. Ball 3, full count for Christian Figueroa. Ball 4, and he'll head to first. Pinch hitter in for Orlando Perez Jr. It is Joe Alfonso. Strike 1. Oh, 1 count. Alfonso had to lean back on that one as there's ball 1. Foul ball, strike 2. Alfonso smashes that one into left field. That'll be a base hit. That'll get Figueroa to second. Thought about it, decides to stay there. Huge hit by Joe Alfonso. As another pinch hitter up next, it's Austin Galda, number 9, as he replaces Roman March. And pitcher calling a quick timeout, conference at the mound. Galda swings, misses, strike 1. There's strike 2. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and Galda heads back to the bench. That's the first out. Up next for Catonsville as we continue to go through some players who don't get a lot of attention. James Hurst, number 46. And another pinch hitter, as it appears Catonsville is just, at this point, up 12-0 with the mercy rule most likely in effect, is just cycling through some of their batters who don't get a lot of plate action. See what they can do. Here's James Hurst. And that pesky wind is back once again. It subsided for a bit. There's strike 1. And hopefully this game will finish up in the next couple of innings due to the mercy rule, because don't want to alarm anybody, but look what's coming over in the north. Another cell. And this one looks meaner than the last. There's strike 2. 0-2 count for Hurst. That one, fair ball, dribbler to third. Double play will end the inning. It remains a 12-0 score as we head to the top of the 5th. We begin the top of the 5th. Dan Delaney still at the mound, hoping to pitch a complete game and a no-hitter as he faces off against De Palma, who immediately smacks one back deep center field. There goes the no-hitter, unfortunately. It's back off the wall. It'll be a double, and commentator's curse. My apologies. So there goes the no-hitter, but it's still a shutout for Dan Delaney at the moment, as Pictel is up next for Westmoreland. That one popped up center field. Center fielder's back. Got it. One out on the board. And again, I know I mentioned it last inning, but they might want to hurry and wrap this one up, because that weather up to the north that's heading for us, it looks like it's even harder, even worse than the first two. Pinch hitter Aidan Mclaughlin in. He'll be up next for Westmoreland. McLaughlin pinch ran in game 1. That was his only appearance. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Down the middle, strike 2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 2 outs, 1 out away. Up next for Westmoreland, Andy Person, number 18. Ball one. Down the middle, strike one. Swing and a miss, strike two. That one's going to be knocked foul and lands somewhere in the woods, well past right field. And based on the sound we just heard, it definitely collided with something. 1-2 count. That one dribbled up to second base. That'll end the inning. And the game. 12-0, Catonsville wins. And you got, even though it's a victory, got to feel for Dan Delaney. He was so close to a no-hitter until that double was hit right at the last inning. That's got to hurt. But still, victory. 2 games, 2 wins for the Cardinals. They wrap this one up. Thanks to everybody who tuned in to watch both games 1 and 2 and bared with us through that freak wintry mix that hit in the middle of that game, which kind of messed up our electronics. We apologize for our any technical difficulties we may have had. It looks like we managed to get everything fixed. Thanks to everybody for tuning in. If you tuning in, for those wanting to watch more Cardinals action, Catonsville will be home tomorrow as they take on the College of Southern Maryland, a doubleheader at 12 p.m. and 2 p.m. You want to watch that? Easy. Just log on to CCBC Catonsville Athletics YouTube channel. This is Isaac Donsky signing off. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Catonsville wins it 12-0.